Hello everybody, we are here with Tom Hanlon, a player from the Irish Open team. First of all, thank you for being here with us because Catherine picked you, so you have to be the next one. And the first thing that I want to ask you is, how did you start to play bridge and why?
I suppose I first started when I was very, very young, 13 or 14 years of age. And my mother was playing bridge, and she was basically trying to keep me off the streets because I wasn't very good at studying in the evening time. So she made me and my best friend go to bridge classes, and I just suddenly found a fascination with the game, even though when I was at the bridge classes I might be sneaking off to get a vodka and Red Bull or vodka and something and bring it into the class and falling asleep sometimes in the classes, but I picked up enough during the classes to pique my interest in it, and I was just fascinated with the whole concept of the game, because when I was growing up there was no such real things as, you know, Playboys or Nintendos, so we got a deck of cards to make fun out of. So I played all different sort of card games growing up, and bridge, I just loved the whole concept of bridge, the whole psychological part of it, the, you know, imagination part of it. I just played non-stop since I was about 13.
Okay. And this is not the first time you're playing for your country. Can you tell us if you always feel the same pressure or if it changed by the time you're playing?
One advantage of playing, I've been playing on the Irish team basically since a junior in 1986, so this is my 30th year playing on the Irish team in different forms, so it's actually my 6th Olympiad, so I'm getting very old, even though I won't admit it, but I'm still in the 40s, just about. But yeah, I always feel the same intensity for any time I play bridge. Doesn't matter what tournament it is, I really love trying my best. It doesn't matter whether it's a game during the week in the club or whether it's World Championships. I just really, it helps. The more you play, the less nervous you get, because you're just so used to it. So experience is an advantage as the years go by, but I still have the same intensity as I always have. I try to compete as best I can, whether I'm leading or last.
Okay. And which was the funniest thing that has ever occurred to you in a bridge championship or in a bridge tournament?
I've had several that probably most of them can't be said on camera, but of course when you're a junior bridge there's a lot of hijinks happens. I've a couple of things as a junior. Before I started playing with Hugh McGann now, as I did since about 93, and in about 1989 we were playing in Newminster in the juniors, and we weren't teammates, but of course I came in one night probably a bit merry, and I thought it would be a great idea to get a bucket of water and throw it over a sleeping Hugh McGann in his bed. So I threw the bucket of water over him, and of course he jumped up, started chasing me like a madman. I reached my bedroom door, closed the door, he picked up a chair, and as I closed the door, he put the chair through the door. The legs of the chair were sticking through the door. He was really trying to kill me. So the poor cleaner the next day, the door was broken, and the poor cleaner next day came into the room and opened the door, and it just fell down. The door fell down, so we got into a bit of trouble for that, but the whole team paid for the door, so that was a funny experience.
A very good story. So, which is your favorite convention?
Everybody would know I would be lying if I didn't say Blackwood, because keycard Blackwood is because I use it so often. But also I love transfer responses in competition. It's really able to help you judge a lot more in competition when you're bidding.
Okay. And if you had to choose a player to play with in an international event from another nation, who would you pick?
Well, I have had the pleasure of playing with some great players all around the world. I play regularly with Zia in Europe and in England. Obviously Hugh McGann, who I'm playing with for 25 or 6 years, and he's excellent partner, excellent composure. I play with another Irish guy, John Carroll, who's a very good guy, and Thomas Bessies. A person that I would love an experience of playing one game would be George Dubon. I think his temperament at the table is superb. and I would never feel under pressure. If I made a mistake, I know that he would laugh it off and we would get on with the next sport.
So, you know, it's a relay race.
Yeah.
So now you have to pick another player, which is here in this championship, to interview. And I want to know what you would ask him.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick Dennis Bilde because we've just crushed him by 4 imps in the last match there. And so I want to kick a man when he's down. So I would pick him to be next. And I would ask him, what would he think he would be doing in his life if he wasn't a pro bridge player? Would he be a plumber, a builder, electrician, a teacher? What would he be working at?
I would be a carpenter, I think. My brother is a carpenter. He's building houses. That would be what I would do, I think. I always hated school. I hate to study my bridge system. I hate these things. So nothing about studying.
That is all.